Welcome to the video summary of this final CEV News of 2020. Here is what you can find in the December edition. In November, we had the second meeting of the European Parliament Volunteering Interest Group. In European Volunteering Capital news, Gdansk has been announced as the EV Capital 2022. Congratulations! And Berlin has formally taken the title to begin European Volunteering Capital 2021. In EV Capital 2020 in Padova, there has been a series of webinars tackling discriminatory speech. And in the ceremony held on 5th of December, International Volunteer Day, the winners of the Gata Maletra Award were announced, and those of the Foxiv Award. We send our thanks and appreciation to all the volunteers in Izmir in the special crisis situation. The VOSIS report from the CEV Congress is now available. And the International Volunteer Day was celebrated on the 5th of December. CEV staff, volunteers and trainees have been sharing photos and videos and stories, celebrating and supporting volunteering and solidarity. In the countdown to International Volunteer Day 2020, we published this COVID-19 diaries and stories. And on the 5th of December, CEV Director Gabriela Civico presented the new youth volunteering strategy for Georgia. Our member in Portugal had an online session where they presented the guide for volunteer organisations maintaining safe volunteering in COVID-19. And the Croatian Volunteer Development Platform held their annual conference. New chapters of the Volunteering Infrastructure publication have been published. Cyprus, Malta, North Macedonia and Spain are now available. And the Volunteering and Events Toolkit has been published online. We say thank you to Francesca, our European Solidarity Corps trainee, who was part of the VOSIS project. There's also news about our European Solidarity Corps volunteer in Cyprus, and from the project Youthquake in Italy. CEV President Leila Said Relic has contributed to the forum discussion on 9th of December hosted by IAVE, and Vice President João Teixeira in the Inclusive Social Transformations Forum in Focus 2020. CEV has prepared another series of webinars in collaboration with Helping Hand in Georgia and UNICEF Georgia. And the closing event of the Erasmus Plus Making It Matter project was held online in November. There's also been a webinar on the 8th of December about family volunteering, part of the Family Volunteering Erasmus Plus project. The Vols Pris project also continues with this webinar on 11th of December. And CEV members have participated in a meeting to discuss how the legacy of EYV 2011 will be marked in the 10th anniversary 2021. CEV staff have also been taking part in the Gamify EU project. And supported the Values AMIF project online exchange. We've also participated in the Integrating Cities conference, co-hosted by Eurocities and Nuremberg. And the UpVal project was presented in the LLP Validation Task Force meeting. CEV Director Gabriela Civico presented in the event organised by IVR on youth volunteering and participated to the roundtable Trust and Distrust in Governance. Julia Bodin, CEV Project and Policy Officer, took part in the Conference of NGOs of Youth and also in the Erasmus Plus Coalition meeting. CEV Project and Training Manager Andrea Nagy participated in the online seminar Validation Calling. and we have been attending the event of SDG Watch Europe. In CEV Members News, you can see the guide from the Flemish member helping to ensure safe volunteering during the COVID-19 pandemic, and also news about how you can contribute to a research about the volunteering in the pandemic. There is also a new publication from CSV Lombardia, and a new platform to support skills validation in volunteering from PVE. Provobis has contributed as an expert in the online seminar Mentoring Under Construction. In EU news, the new MFF and the recovery package with more funding for volunteering has been announced. And there was a conference on the European Day for Persons with Disabilities. There is also a new EU Action Plan on Integration and Inclusion, and the report of the Social Protection Committee. The new EU Youth Portal is now available, so is the report of EU Regions Week 2020. The winners of the 2020 Silver Rose Award have been announced, and it's still possible to participate in the Dare to be Part of Solidaire. The Salto webinar coming up about guiding the learning journey using Youth Pass, and it's still possible to contribute to the evaluation of the EU Aid Volunteer Scheme. The third annual Citizen Engagement and Deliberative Democracy Festival is coming up. And there is a new European Commission survey about transversal skills. The UN is asking for big ideas about how to take the actions towards the SDGs forward. And the report from the Global Technical Meeting Reimagining Volunteering for the 2030 Agenda is available. The theme for Human Rights Day on the 10th of December is Recover Better. And you can watch Encrujada, the series that gives a voice to volunteering from the Spanish Red Cross. We hope you enjoy reading, watching and listening to this month's CEV News.